What's up, y'all? It's your girl T. Welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to be learning how to sublimate a notebook. You can customize notebooks for back to school. Yep, I said it. So, this is our Dollar Tree notebook. If you are going to sublimate on a Dollar Tree notebook, there's one component that you must have, but we'll get back to it right after this intro. Again, welcome to another video. It's your girl T. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for stopping by and tuning in. So, right back at you. Here it is, glitter notebook from the Dollar Tree. Now, what makes you be able to sublimate on a glitter notebook? How many of y'all knew that glitter is actually polyester? Okay? Glitter is actually polyester. So that's how we were able to sublimate on this notebook. Okay? So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into it. So I'm going to try and attempt to show you two different ways. So this being the first one, this is the Dollar Tree notebook, okay? Not particularly sure how well that same image will show up on here. So what I'm thinking about doing, in fact, let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys, okay? And I will give you an overhead angle when it's time, okay? We're going to share the entire screen. We're going to hop over here to Cricut Design Space, okay? So, I have already uploaded a few of my designs that I would like to use, okay? This girl right here, or this young lady, is what we're going to attempt to use, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add her to the canvas. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize her. I'm going to make her about 6 inches wide by 8.5 inches, okay? And we're going to lock her proportions so that she stays. So we know that this is going to have to be a print and cut, of course, because we are sublimating. Again, because this is so dark, I don't know how well this image is going to show up, but we are going to attempt it. On that light blue, that other image showed up fairly well. So we will see. I'm going ahead and I'm mirroring the image. I'm going to send it to my printer. Y'all, I tested all of this out before I went live. Well, started recording this video. So hopefully this is going to work. So my system dialog box has popped up. I'm using a sub paper today. And the document size is 8.5 by 11. I'm going to change my quality to high. I'm going to change my paper to presentation premium paper matte. Okay. And then we want to make sure that this matches. We already mirrored it inside of Cricut, so we're not going to worry about mirroring it there. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat press back on. And I do have the heat press set at 450, 400 degrees for 30 seconds. It's telling me to connect to my Venture. Of course, the Venture isn't here yet, but we're not using that print and cut feature for this particular part. We're just using the printer. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that cut there because it is printing for us. And then we will get into one other way that you can sublimate and customize your own notebook. Okay. Did y'all see how that Epson Eco Tank just rolled out and opened? So y'all, I actually even printed on the right side. I I'm getting better. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop sharing with you guys. We're going to minimize Cricut. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my camera down to give you guys a good overhead view. And if you'll give me just a second, I will adjust that view for you guys, okay? Just a second. All right, so I'm definitely going to be looking for me a different monitor, one that has a camera already built in it. All right, there you go. All right, so this is our present image. We have us some scissors. We got us our notebook, and we are just going to cut around our image because we don't want these registration marks to be on our image because they will sublimate if you leave them on there. So we're just going to cut as close as we can. Y'all, and this is the part of kindergarten that I didn't pass, cutting out stuff. So, yeah, I probably, you know what? Should I? No. We ain't doing all that. This is just us testing to show that you can really sublimate on these notebooks. And again, it's simply because the notebook itself is glitter, and glitter is polyester. Yep, I didn't know that either. So if you didn't know that, don't feel bad, and I'm not smarter than you. I just figured it out, okay? I was like, what makes glitter able to be sublimated on? And when I Googled it, it said glitter was made, that glitter was polyester. So I was like, whoa, okay. So again, y'all, I do have some white space on here. We know that that's not going to sublimate. We're not trying to sublimate that, but I don't want to try and I don't want to try and cut that out by my hand, and I don't want the Cricut to try and cut it out because it's just paper, and it probably would tear it up. All right, and all I'm doing is taping our image down. Now, I am going to put a piece of copy paper, just regular plain copy paper over this, along with a piece of a parchment paper off my roll that I don't even know what a box is, but you know, it works the same. So I'm just gonna carry on, friends. All right. We're gonna ignore the fact that I lost the box, okay? And the reason I'm putting the copy paper and the parchment paper is because I do not want this under any circumstances to come through on my Cricut AutoPress. And we're also going to put our Teflon sheet down on top of that. And we're going to go ahead and see how this turns out. And then we'll get into the second way that you can sublimate and make your own custom notebook. All right. This is going to be super hot. And I mean, it's going to be super hot. So all I do is just slide the paper up and grab it. You probably should use some heat gloves. Don't take that memo from me, okay? So we can definitely see that it's sublimated. I just don't know how well it's going to look on this particular color, okay? Ew. We're gonna put this back down. I don't know if it just didn't get enough pressure. Again, it's one of those things with the Cricut auto press. Not having enough pressure. So hopefully I laid it back down in the right order. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the drawing board and we're gonna try this again. It definitely sublimated, but it didn't get enough pressure like at the top, it looks like. So I just want to pull this back down one more time. Oh my goodness. All right. 13 seconds. I'm talking about 2 seconds. Whoa. All right. Y'all, this time I'm gonna grab a glove. It does look like my camera decided it wanted to disconnect. So I will plug it back up and add it back in just a second, okay? All right. That looks so much better through the paper. So it definitely, like I said, with the Cricut Auto Press, it does not always get enough pressure. So you have to be mindful. Woo! And y'all, I kid y'all not. Even though it's a notebook, it's piping hot, okay? All right. My Lord. All right. That looks 100% better than it did the first time. So if you caught a glimpse of it the first time, oops, we got really good ink release there, okay? So let me plug the camera back up for you guys really quick. All right, and mode. Movie. All right, hopefully wants me to unplug it again. Hold on, guys. This camera. Menu. There we go. USB strand. Alright. So we should be able to add this camera back to the string now. Okay. So there we go. Alright, we're back to the string. So this came out way better than I expected it to show up, okay? So it came out 100% better as far as showing up than I expected. So that's one way of customizing your notebooks is by going to your local Dollar Tree, getting the glitter notebooks, finding you a design. Now, the second way that we are going to learn how to sublimate a notebook customized is by using this white glitter cardstock. Okay? And I bought this from Walmart years ago. Okay? Probably about 2 years ago. And again, you want white or the diamond cut because it's the closest and the lightest, and you'll get the best results. Now, I know you're saying, well, how are we going to get that to cut out? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my entire screen. And we're going to hop over here back to Cricut Design Space. Okay? We're going to cancel the cut again. We're also going to change this to the Cricut Maker 3. Because we don't want no problems with Cricut, okay? And what we're going to do is I am going to upload this over here. I'm going to upload this. I'm going to hold on the shift key and I'm going to upload this to the canvas, okay? Because these are now the two images that I want to use. And I've hidden the lady, okay? This is a template that most resembles closest. And we'll get into how you make these in another video. Okay? Alright. So I have changed this to 8 by 10.5. Okay? And I think this cardstock is 8.5 by 11. Okay? So, but to fit the notebook, cardstock is 8.5 by 11. And we only want to cut this out. We're going to resize this right here so it can be printed for us, okay? I'm going to put this one. Actually, we're just going to use the same image that we already got over here because we don't want to waste. Actually, no. I'm going to put this on something else. So I am going to print the image that I uploaded, okay? So I'm going to use this image right here for something else. And I already know what I'm going to use that for. Alright, so I'll just lay my piece of trash right there. And I'm going to resize this right here to 7 inches by 8.5. Okay? I don't want it to necessarily cover this entire actually, I'm going to need to make it smaller than that because I don't want it to cover up the holes. Now, actually, let's see, 8.5 by 11, excuse me, 8.5 by 11. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this to 8.5 by 11. There you go. So that matches up perfect. We're going to send this to the back. And let's just say I want it to hopefully this does not slice the image out, because I'm not trying to slice the image out. I just want the, there we go. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, let's come through, Cricket. So, this is now our template, okay? This is what we're going to cut. It's not going to cut the whole Space Jam thing, of course, because I'm getting ready to print the Space Jam image over here, right? So let me hide this one. Oops. So I just wanted to show y'all that's how you would get that result, okay? So I'm going to hide this one, and I'm going to go back and upload Space Jam again and add it back to the canvas. And we are going to resize this back to 8.5 by 11, okay? Now we're going to make it. We're going to mirror it. And I need to get a piece of 11 by 17 paper from over here. Okay. Oh, mercy. All right. So I'm going to put our 11 by 17 paper in there. I'm going to continue. I'm going to send this to printer. Now, this time we have to check our printer settings again because we need to make sure that we're using the rear tray feeder. Print and cut error. Okay. All right, Cricket, get your life together. And we're waiting on our preferences box to come up. We're going to change this to 11 by 17. We're going to change this to Premiere Presentation Matte. Color, we want it to be high resolution. Again, on the back, 11 by 17. And you want your paper source, you want to make sure it's the rear paper feeder. Okay? And then you're going to go ahead and hit print. Now, I'm going to get us a mat because I don't have a mat out. So, oops. So I have us a mat. I'm just using the green Cricut mat. And I'm just going to lay this down. And actually, before we do that, we're going to sublimate it first, I think. No, we're going to cut it out first. Yeah, we're going to cut it. Let's see. How I want to do this. How do I want to do this? Alright. Sorry, Cricket is trying to go to sleep on us. Alright, this is our basic cut. So this is where we are now. And I want What? It's trying to say my device not found. Okay, so let's go over here. We're gonna go to settings, Bluetooth devices, Maker 3. Oh, Bluetooth is turned off. There we go. Maker 3. It found my Maker 3. And I'm just going to use this as browse all materials. I'm going to type in cardstock. Let's see what size this glitter, how heavy this glitter cardstock is here. It does not tell me, so what I'm going to do is glitter cardstock. I mean, heavy cardstock is what I'm. What? Do I not have the Cricut Maker 3? Y'all, I have been cutting cardstock. Interesting. So let me turn on my we're not going to use the Cricut Maker 3, okay? We're going to use my regular maker. So, wow, Cricut Maker 3. So we're going to cancel the cut on that. Gosh, shoot, cancel. Yes, cancel it again. And I'm going to hide this one. And we're going to change this to the regular maker. And let me go around and turn the maker on. Because this is definitely interesting. I promise y'all, I feel, at least I feel like I have been putting cardstock on that. So let's go ahead. We're going to go back to our settings and we are going to Bluetooth and devices. We're going to add a device and Bluetooth. And I probably should hit the Bluetooth button. There we go. Come on, Cricut. It's picking up every other device except for what I want it to pick up. Alright, so our image finished printing. And what I'm going to do is merely just cut off the registration mark close as I can. Still has not picked up the Cricut Maker yet. Doesn't pick it up in a moment. I will just get a USB port because we ain't got all that. Alright, y'all. So let me just get a USB cable and plug the Cricut up to the computer. Because I don't have all day for it to figure out why it don't want to connect. So there we go. I'm just gonna plug it in, and it's hooked up by USB. So we are going to cancel this part, close this. It should pick up our regular maker now. Make it. You don't have to mirror this because it's you want it on the left, okay? But before we do that, let's go ahead and sublimate our image on there. We're going to sublimate our image. I'm going to grab another sheet of paper and I'm going to put that paper down. So I'm going to make sure. In fact, I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of paper, y'all. Because I don't want this on my y'all. I'm going to pull this up very, very well and try to line it up as close as possible on that top part. And we're going to take it down to the paper. Oops. I only knocked over. I'm just going to move my tape over here. That's the best thing about having this Scotch tape thingy doohickey, because you can move it wherever you go. And the reason I'm taping it down is because it will allow it to stay lined up. And then we are going to cut it. All right, so that's good on that part. And then I'm going to grab one more piece of paper. Then I'm going to put my Teflon sheet on here after I grab another piece of parchment paper, because I swear I don't want this anywhere on the heat press. Teflon sheet. We're going to go ahead and pull this down. I'm going to go ahead and nope, I'm going to stop sharing, but we still have to continue that cut. Okay? And you won't be able to see me anymore because I don't know what the camera wants to do. Oh, you know what? I probably was supposed to leave it open, but I did not. Get these out the way. And we're going to hope to sublimate it. And I can see it through here. So my guess is it sublimated. Yeah, today. Alright. And it's super hot. I'm just gonna put that right there because all of this is going in the trash. And I don't need every single piece of it because I don't know if it I don't really like the way LeBron came out or Space Jam came out on the glitter part, but again, this is just testing. So of course you probably would want a darker image. So I don't like the way he came out, but again, I'm just showing you. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to hop back over to Cricut Design Space for just a second. I'm going to go ahead and line this up so that we can cut it. Continue. And we're going to go to glitter cardstock. And we're just going to leave it at the default pressure. I'm going to load this in the mat. I'm sorry you guys cannot see every single thing that I'm doing. And let me see if I can turn the fast mode on. I did. And too bad I can't reach it. Ugh. There we go. Alright, and I'm also going to move you guys back up here so you can now see me. And alright. So I'm just kind of putting things back in order, y'all. Picking things up, putting them back. Because I kind of got to get rid of, got to make some room in here for the D-stage video that is coming shortly. Put this camera, because we won't be using it anymore today. And that looks like it is almost finished cutting. Y'all, I have worn, geez, wish I could see. I have worn this shirt probably about 5 or 6 times, and it is still holding up very, very well in the wash by DTF. Alright. So yeah, we have our little notebook here, and what we're going to do is I have some pliers here. Y'all know what? That was a bad idea. Because y'all need to see this part, okay? Y'all need to see this part. Alright. Let me get this angle back for y'all. Sorry, it's so shaky. Oops. Alright. We're going to unload. Alright, so we have unloaded our mat. I'm just going to peel it back, and it peels 100% fairly easy. I'll just pick these off my mat later on. for the little parts that we have. And here's what we have. See how it cut the holes out down the side. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this little end and we're going to snap that off, okay? We're going to unravel this. It unravels fairly easy once you go to the right direction, okay? Jesus. Alright, let's pull this up. There we go. Well, alright, here we go. Let's see if we got it the right way now. Okay, so sometimes you do have to cut both. Look at that. Look at that. See how it's coming loose now? And you just want to unravel it all the way down. Oh my Lord. It's got to get stuck somewhere, right? Y'all know if my tutorials ain't long, it just ain't a tutorial, right? Can't do nothing quick. I thought this was going to be quick. Alright, so I'm just going to put this aside because I can use this later on something else. And all you want to do is make sure everything is lined up. Now, this notebook is a little bigger than this regular paper, so it's not going to line up 100%. Because I didn't size it to this. I just sized it to the cardstock. That way you guys will be able to see. Alright. So then what you want to do is you then actually let me do it from the bottom. You put it in and all you're doing is reassembling this. Okay. Make sure this is lined all the way up, guys. It's not hard, it's just hard getting it started back for me. Sheesh. Let me see if I can. This is the worst part, guys. Lining it back up. Every time you move it, and you gotta make sure you get it through every hole, okay? There you go. Guys, I usually buy the spiral ones and replace these with. I usually never use these back. Alright guys, so I ain't gonna stress myself out with that, but you would just put the same way you took it apart is the same way you put it back. Let's see if I can get you a better angle. So Let me get you a better angle here. Okay. Look at that. It still won't. It's all right. All right. So if this would be our completed notebook. We would line everything is lined back up over here, and we would put our metal hook back. Okay, and that would be our how you would sublimate a customized notebook. All right. I hope you have found this tutorial helpful. If you have found this tutorial helpful, please make sure you smash that like button. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. And until next time, peace. Stay crafty.